My mother-in-law gave me a 6 out of 10 as a wife in a secret group chat. My husband's response made me pack my bags. I've been married to David for 4 years. His mom, Patricia, has always been cold, but I figured that's just how some mothers-in-law are. The type who needs time to warm up. I made every effort to win her over. I helped plan her charity galas, down to the seating arrangements and floral centerpieces. I remembered every family birthday and anniversary. I even learned to make her signature pot roast exactly how she likes it, with the carrots cut into perfect half-inch rounds. She'd smile politely, thank me, and then find something small to critique. The roast was slightly overdone. The gift wrapping could have been neater. My dress was a bit too casual for the occasion. I brushed it off because David always told me his mom was just particular, that I shouldn't take it personally. I believed him because I had no reason not to. That changed last month. We were at his parents' house for their anniversary dinner. About halfway through the evening, Patricia asked me to grab her iPad from the kitchen because she wanted to show everyone photos from their wine country trip. I picked it up, and the screen lit up with a notification from a group chat called Family Circle. The preview showed David's aunt asking, "What's this month's average?" Something in my gut told me to open it. What I found made my hands shake. There was an actual spreadsheet, color-coded. My name at the top with categories down the side: cooking, cleaning, appearance, social skills, career ambition, hostess abilities. Each category had a score from 1 to 10, updated monthly with detailed comments from Patricia explaining her ratings. The most recent entry was from 3 days earlier. She'd given me a 6 overall because I wore sneakers to their country club brunch instead of heels, brought a store-bought pie instead of homemade, and laughed too loudly when greeting their friends at the door. The comments section was brutal. Still doesn't understand appropriate footwear for our social circle. Continues to embarrass the family with her casual approach to important events. I scrolled up with trembling fingers. This spreadsheet had been going on since our engagement. 5 years of weekly ratings. 5 years of David's aunts and cousins commenting with laughing emojis and adding their own observations. One aunt wrote that I'd clearly gained weight since the wedding and should consider joining Patricia's Pilates class. A cousin said it was embarrassing that I made more money than David and I should be more humble about my promotion. His sister wrote that Patricia should have pushed harder for David to propose to his college girlfriend because at least she came from the right kind of family. I felt physically sick reading through years of comments dissecting everything from my hair color to my laugh to the way I held my wine glass. But the thing that broke me wasn't Patricia or the aunts or the cousins. It was David. He was in the group chat. He'd been in it from the very beginning. I scrolled through 5 years of messages, and not once did he defend me. Not once did he tell them to stop. When his mother gave me a 4 the month I had a miscarriage because I was too emotional and neglecting David's needs, he responded with a thumbs up emoji. A thumbs up, like he agreed that my grief was inconvenient. I stood in that kitchen reading message after message, watching my entire marriage recontextualize itself in real time. Every time I'd ask David if I looked okay before a family event, and he'd said I was overthinking it. Every time Patricia made a cutting remark and he told me she was just trying to help. Every time I felt like I was failing some invisible test I didn't know I was taking. I walked back into the dining room and everyone was laughing at something his father had said. I looked at David sitting there with his arms stretched across the back of his chair like nothing was wrong. I looked at Patricia waiting for her iPad with that polite smile she always gave me. I handed her the iPad and said I wasn't feeling well and needed to leave. David barely glanced up when he told me to take his car home since he'd catch a ride with his brother later. I drove to our house, went straight to the bedroom, and packed 3 suitcases with everything that mattered to me. My grandmother's jewelry, my important documents, my favorite books. I loaded everything into my car and left my wedding ring on his nightstand where he'd see it. 4 hours later, David finally texted, "Where did you put the leftover lasagna?" He still doesn't know that I know. But Patricia's sister Margaret just opened the email I sent her with the entire 5-year spreadsheet attached. Every cruel comment and rating laid out in perfect detail. David's phone started ringing.